Welcome to this week's Supply Chain Update, brought to you by Phoenix International. Let's start with market conditions. Trans-Pacific eastbound demand continues to surge as the U.S.-China tariff pause and peak season build-up fuel increased bookings. Spot rates are rising, with new GRs taking effect and peak season surcharges expanding into fixed contracts. On the Far East westbound lane, rates are holding steady as volumes recover gradually. However, ample capacity may limit the impact of planned June rate hikes. Transatlantic demand remains softer than expected. Most carriers have pushed back PSS rollouts across European lanes, holding current pricing strategies into June. Now let's take a look at operational updates. Equipment availability in Asia remains sufficient, though rising demand may put pressure on supply in the coming weeks. In East Asia, port congestion at Shanghai and Ningbo is leading to vessel delays, with equipment constraints possible due to shifting capacity toward the Trans-Pacific. Congestion persists across major European gateways like Antwerp, Rotterdam, and Genoa, while Central and Southern Europe continue to face inland container shortages. Turning to capacity management, carriers are restoring space on the Trans-Pacific, with week 21 capacity up from earlier May levels. Service loops are resuming, and extra loaders are being deployed to U.S. West Coast ports. Far East westbound capacity remains steady, though a temporary reduction is expected in mid-June due to vessel scheduling. Some space tightening could occur if equipment availability drops. No significant changes are planned on the transatlantic, with carriers maintaining current space levels while monitoring utilization trends. U.S. Customs clarified that only shipments loaded on their final ocean vessel by early April qualify for in-transit tariff exemptions. All exempt cargo must clear customs by May 27. De minimis has expired for Chinese goods, and low-value shipments now face either a 54% duty or $100 flat fee. Tariffs on Chinese imports are currently 10% and will increase to 34% on August 12. The recent end of the U.S. de minimis exemption for low-value goods from China has triggered a sharp drop in Trans-Pacific air cargo demand. E-commerce volumes that once drove strong growth are now softening, affecting carriers heavily focused on small parcel shipments. Traditional air freight volumes remain subdued, contributing to reduced capacity utilization. Importers are accelerating shipments ahead of the July and August expiration of U.S. tariff suspensions. The rush is compounded by more complex customs filing requirements, audits, and classification rules. Questions remain around cutoff dates for tariff eligibility, adding urgency and uncertainty. Meanwhile, U.S. ports are reporting increased bookings as businesses try to secure space and avoid potential rate hikes. The U.S. Federal Maritime Commission has opened an investigation into vessel flagging practices that may compromise maritime safety and oversight. Concerns include the use of flags of convenience, minimal regulation, and incidents involving disabled safety systems. The inquiry will gather stakeholder input through August, with the goal of reinforcing responsible flagging standards across the global shipping system. And that concludes our update on the global supply chain. Thank you for joining us. We will continue to monitor these developments and keep you informed. You can follow us on LinkedIn and YouTube for more supply chain related updates.